Hey everybody, it's Edmund Vanderbilt. We're about to do episode 2 of Once Around the Block with none other than the one, the only...
Tracy Reines, hello.
Hey Tracy, which way are we going?
We're gonna go this way.
Okay.
Right on.
I didn't even tell you that this is my camera before, but this is my camera.
Well, hello there.
Okay.
It's very fancy.
I know you through a friend.
Yes. Wonderful friend.
A wonderful friend who lives in Alaska.
Indeed.
And we lost him to the north, but he's having a great time up there.
Well, they have the magical ability to do things right wherever they end up, so
Yes.
big love to them.
Tracy, we don't have that much time, so I'm going to get right into it.
Right on.
You're kind of an amazing person.
Ooh, that's very kind.
Yeah. I thought that might be a little intense.
That's a big starting point, but thank you. I appreciate that, as are you, good man.
Thank you. I put a thing on Facebook asking people if they thought this concept was going to be interesting, and you were one of the people that said yes or like or whatever.
Yeah.
So you were into it.
I am.
But a little background, who are you?
I am a person who has recently kind of relocated to the East Coast. By recent, I mean the last half of my life. From Southern California. I've been doing humanitarian work for a little while. So started off in Peace Corps and been working with other humanitarian organizations, and have been in DC and New York for the last, several years. But yeah, and I'm going to come back and get my dog's business. Don't worry.
Speaking of which, I was good. Oh
I
no!
want to pick it up on the.
I didn't realize he
camera.
was actually doing this thing.
I'll come back in, I promise.
All right, no, that's all good. The thing is that I thought it was going to be the perfect segue to introduce him.
Well, you know, he's active.
What's this guy's little name?
This is Zeke. He's my other partner in crime. He's very amusing, entertaining, and a good little cuddle buddy. So, anyway, yeah.
So you've been here in DC how long?
I've been in DC for about 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
And it's kind of poignant that we're meeting, and I wanted to catch you because you are moving?
I'm heading to New York. I've been in DC for 12 years. I think it's one of the most amazing cities. I started off as a bit of a skeptic pre the last sort of 8 years of administration, which have been great personally, professionally, but also for the city. It's been a fun place to live. But I'm moving to New York in just a matter of days. So I'm a little harried, but I'm excited. I lived there several years ago, and I'm excited to go back.
Excellent.
Yeah. There's some stuff going on up here. By the way, in the background, I hope you get an idea. This is one of the best neighborhoods in Washington, D.C. I say that.
Can you like tell us what neighborhood we're in? I forgot
We're
to sort
in
of.
Ledroit Park, which is part of Bloomingdale. It has a great old history. We're adjacent to Howard University. So it has a really dynamic political, artistic, academic history in the African American community. And it just has beautiful homes and a great neighborhood feel. And I've loved it. I landed really luckily here, but it's fantastic. I love it. So keep an eye on the background as we're walking.
Yeah.
Yep.
What has it changed so much in the last 10 years?
It has. Yeah, DC's got all of the pains and, blessings and the curse of changing dynamics in terms of who's moving in.
Okay, these are the learning, what's it called?
Learning curve.
Learning curve.
Yeah.
I forgot to turn off the alarm, so we didn't get one shot out of this Once Around the Block. But you got to roll with the punches, so we're just going to pick up where we left off. Yeah.
It's a changing neighborhood. I think all of DC's been changing. And there's you can debate the good and the bad of that. But I'll say as someone living here, it's a wonderful place to be. And it's a great community. I love it. Absolutely love it.
So change is exciting. I mean, you've been here for 12 years, but change, I mean, I guess you've been in New York as well. You lived there before.
Yeah.
But, it sort of change brings up all sorts of emotions. There's a lot of goodbyes. There's a lot of unknowns in the near future. But,
yeah. A friend of mine left, is also leaving and going back to Colorado. She's sort of expanding her family and going back to Colorado. And she had this great quote, and it, sort of said, I mean, the nature of it was, if you want to continue your happiness and knowledge, change is a constant, And I think that's really kind of how I'm feeling at the moment. I've been here a long time. I've loved it. It's hard for all the reasons, but it's, it's a good thing. Whether it's location or whether it's your circumstances or whatever it is, I think it's a good thing. Sorry, I'm like tugging my dog.
Yeah, of course.
I knew this was going to be a little bit of a foil.
Well, he's part of the deal.
He's part of the deal.
Well, speaking of, if he's going to be part of the deal, let's get him in there. Hey, buddy.
What you doing, Zeke?
New York is a lot further to Baltimore, isn't it?
It is.
Which brings me up to my next point. It's like a random fact that little tidbits that I know about you.
Yeah.
You want to tell us about Baltimore?
I spend a little time in Baltimore. I spend like every other week. I get to scuba dive in the aquarium, in the Baltimore Aquarium, which is I'm on a dive team. It's a fantastic opportunity, and I get to be quiet, which is a nice thing in everyone's life. But I get to be underwater and feed the fish and hang out with a lot of people who are looking back at you, smiling and feeling good about themselves and about their day, while you're kind of underwater feeding clams to big pufferfish. It's pretty great. It's great.
It sounds amazing.
It's really lovely.
I know a lot of people like scuba dive as a hobby. I love the idea. I think it's fascinating breathing under. I've never actually done it myself. Maybe one day.
I think people give it a bad rap. I think people think they're going to get stressed out, and it's like the most perfect example of just breathe. I would highly recommend it. Just breathe. It's great. It's great.
Are you much of a? I'm just flipping through subjects here.
Yeah.
Are you much of a reader, Tracy?
A bit. Not as much as I would wish I used to be, but yes.
Is that a time thing?
I think that you kind of read all day online. That it's sometimes hard to get sitting up in a book. It's a bummer.
I've recently started ordering books off Amazon, which seems so ridiculous because it's like I never have the time to sit down and actually pick up a book.
I know.
And if I do, I don't have the book with me.
Right.
But I will say that the few times I've been successful, it's actually been quite refreshing to get back to our roots, so to speak.
Yes.
So but what I was getting at is if there's something, I asked this question about sort of Netflix and about books.
Mm-hmm.
So let's skip the book thing unless you have a specific book you're reading or that's something that you want to talk about.
No, we're gonna. You want to go to
Let's
media?
go to Netflix straight off, or Amazon, or whatever Hulu it is these days.
Sorry for the noise here. What's my favorite recently?
Yeah.
I think I watched 13th, right? About sort of incarceration, the 13th Amendment about incarceration of African Americans in the U.S., which is sort of something I think that should be obligatory viewing. I watched both of those OJ documentaries and the FX thing, which I honestly feel like should be mandatory viewing. I think that people, especially now when you look at the justice system and the way that media and the way that celebrity can have huge influences on what's happening in the world, I think there are amazing examples of it. So you might think you don't want to get into it, but I feel like it should be mandatory viewing.
And where can people see that? Or those?
Both of them. One's like an ESPN 30 for 30 documentary. I'm sure it's on Netflix or something.
Yeah.
And the other one was on FX, but they're good. And I loved Atlanta, by the way.
Oh,
which is fantastic.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm on board.
This block is tiny.
It is. We could walk maybe a block and a half.
I was gonna say I gotta switch this. I gotta switch the name to twice around the block. I have to ask like a silly question.
Yeah.
I have like 3 or 4 to choose from. I did the book one. Okay, so let's say right now we finish this interview, we say goodbye, and you win a $10 million lottery ticket.
Yeah. What would I do? Oh my goodness. I honestly would get a motherfucking boat and take all my peeps out. Maybe not buy it, but take a big holiday with all of my honestly with good people around me, and to give everyone a little bit of a break and time to breathe. Honestly, it might not cost $10 million, I'm sure, but I'm a holiday girl and I love a boat.
All right.
I love a boat. We've already talked about the water, so I'm on it.
Yes.
That's my gig.
Okay, we're so close to the end. Any last thoughts or anything?
I think the reason I love this idea is I think everyone has a story, and maybe not some big profound words of wisdom, but it's just everyone's got a story and something to say. So I love this idea. I hope you keep doing it.
All right.
It's good stuff. Thanks.
Thanks so much, Tracy. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.